If you're watching Shadow Era videos on my channel, chances are you're here to see some sweet decks and guides pertaining to Shadow Era. So today I'm looking at two decks in the Shadow Era Pro League. This matchup that we're looking at is A1 Wimbled versus RS PhillipW. So let's hop into the game here. You're going to see some gameplay going on, and you're going to see deck lists that pop up for each of the heroes. Now, the decks weren't published, but through my experiences with these decks, I feel like I've put together a good deck list from watching their matches here. So, on the left, we have Garth, piloted by A1 Wimbled. This is Garth plus 43 heroes, so we got 44 cards in this deck. I've put together 22 allies based on his list. We got 4 Vigilant Wisp, 4 Entangled Wisp, 2 Eternal Troll, 4 Armored Pack Beast, 4 Fortified Wisp, and 4 Thunderstrike Constructs. Then 13 abilities, the 4 Spontaneous Growths, 4 Assassinations, 4 Stop Thief, 1 A Legend Rises, and then finally 8 items. We got 4 Ill-Gotten Gains, and 4 ankle breakers. Deck codes for both of these in the description. Now, what I like in this matchup here for Garth is you have Fortified Wisp, which is very annoying for Baduruu to deal with. You also have the 2 Eternal Troll as well. They keep coming back. Armored Pack Beast is also armored. Then you got the 4 Stop Thieves. So this deck looks like it's going to be very strong in a Baduruu matchup, assuming that it can get rolling in a quick manner. I don't see how Garth would struggle too much in this. But again, that assumes a good start. In this matchup, I believe it was Baduruu that actually went first, so that kind of dampens it there. Now let's check out the Baduruu list that PhillipW is using here. This is an Undead Baduruu, as opposed to Wimbled's Homunculus Garth. So for Baduruu, we have 21 allies. We have 4 Harbingers of the Lost, 3 Deathmage Thaddeus, 4 Death Collector, 4 Cryptspawn Tormentor, 2 Durkon the Bone King, and 4 Forgotten Horror. For abilities, we have 4 Sacrificial Lambs and 4 Hunter's Gambits. Then for items, I got 4 Necromancer's Shroud, 2 Soul Seeker, 3 Grundler's Double, and 2 Emor Crossbow. This deck is Baduruu plus 40 cards, so the deck list you see here, 41 cards. So when you make the total deck list and you export the list from inside the game, you'll see hero plus the cards in the deck, and that gives you the total that are in the deck. So a standard deck size being hero plus 39 will show up as 40 cards when you export it. Now, what I like about this deck here is that this deck can really hit you in the face and hit you fast with Baduruu's ability. On top of Necromancer's Shroud pulling allies back, Durkan's paying Deathmage Thaddeus is paying Forgotten Horror, adding extra control on the board. It also has very strong draw with Grundlers, Sacrificial Lambs, and Hunter's Gambit. I felt that you would have 3 Grundlers as your maximum here, since you don't have pack an extra to increase the durability in this deck, so you want the higher of the 2. And you're still planning on opponents running tech to destroy your weapons. That's why I'm still rolling 2 Soul Seekers in this deck. It looks like if you are going first in this deck, again, it looks like it would be strong in the right matchups. I think even going second, it would still be strong too, because then Baduruu's ability comes online faster if we're getting a weapon earlier. So Baduruu is one of those heroes that, regardless of going first or second, it always feels like a good hero to play, because first turn advantage with an allied deck is going to give you that ally pressure. But for Baduruu, if you're going second, that means you get Shadow Energy faster, meaning your free weapon summon is coming online faster. I think the same can be said for Bloodfang's ability too. Although Bloodfang's ability costs 5, so it takes longer for that to come into play. Now, and this matchup was a close matchup, which is what you could expect with Baduruu going first, getting that ally position on the board first, although his weapon taking a bit longer to come online. And Homunculus Garth pulled it off, which is what I think you would expect with that Garth list against any weapon hero. But it was a good matchup. These are both strong decks, I feel. And if you want to pilot them, feel free. Deck codes in the description. Links to the thread for the tournament and the brackets for the tournament are in the description. If you want to see more matches from this tournament, just search the player names in Unrated, and you should be able to see recent matches from them in this tournament. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I'll catch you next time.